Hello viewers and a very warm welcome to Walk and Talk. The show has been produced by Joywin Fernandes and I am Sucoro. In this show, we showcase Goa's celebrities. Of course, he is Goa's most celebrated master of ceremony. He has been there in this profession for the last 40 years. Witty, humorous, innovative and full of life. None other than the legend RAMIRO Salas with us. And I'm glad I'm looking forward to shake a hand with him.
काळजानी घेऊन तुमका आमी भेटली मेकळेपणान मनातले तुमका सांगतली आयज बिंदास उलोयतली
Hi Sucoro, how are you doing? Nice to meet you during these times. In the first place, thanks for having me on your show, Walk and Talk. Thanks to you and Joywin and the team. You're doing a fantastic job. So, how things? Good?
It's always a pleasure to be locked in that one frame that I always looked forward for when I was a boy. Okay, going to the boyhood days, I know that you started very young and that like you was kind of a boy, right? You just finished off your 10th, you are in a summer holidays and you get a call to come and do a wedding. Now if I could ask you like to kind of like an hour before the wedding could start, ना जाल्यार 2 वरां काजराच्या पयलीं तुज्या मोतीन कितें चलतालें?
No, obviously it was my first time, but let me tell you, it was the summer of soon after finishing my SSC. It was a beach show that I did first. It was a beach show. And beach show व्हडले क्लब करून नासले 4-5 फ्रेंड एकठांय जाताले आनी बीच शो ऑर्गनायज करताले तेन्ना लो बजेट न्ही तेन्ना आय न्यू दीस गाय ते येयले थोडे फ्रेंड म्हणलें आमी बीच शो करता आमकां एक कॉम्पेर जाय आमचें व्हडलें बजेट ना हांवें म्हणलें म्हाका दी मरे चान्स तुवें केन्ना करूंक ना मरे म्हणलें हांवें म्हणलें तूं कांय भियेनाका हांव करता तुजें पळय आं बरो जावंक जायना पयशे दिवचे ना म्हणपाक लागले हांवें म्हणलें पयशे दिव तूं कांय भियों नाका बरो जायना पयशे दिनाका पूण म्हाका दिसता तो बरो गेलो कितें हॅपिली पेड मी पैसे दिले म्हाका आनीक नेक्स्ट विकेंडा तो आनीक बीच शो येयलो तोय बरो गेलो आनी ह्या 2 बीच शोंचेर म्हाका काजार येयलें सो त्या समर ऑफ 1980 हांवें 2 बीच शो केले आनी एक काजार केलें आनी तेन्नाच्यान पार्टी व्हरोन पळोवंक ना नो लुकींग बॅक दॅट्स हाव इट वेंट आउट
Around 25 years ago, I heard this name called RAMIRO Salas. It was a big name in the entertainment industry of course. He was an MC of course. He used to do huge shows. We used to see that only on newspapers. Much later, around say 15 years thereafter, I got a chance and an opportunity to meet him. In fact, a very down-to-earth, a very humble person. Always willing to share ideas and always being with the time. खरेंच रामिरो सालस एक असो मनीस इंडस्ट्री जो आपलो वेळ आपलो टायम जी गरजेची कामां करून हाडचो जी इंडस्ट्रीच्या बरेपणा खातीर ताका दिता खुबशे फावटी ताणें आपलो टायम दिला अश्यो केसी सॉल्व करपाक ज्यो सगळ्यांक इफेक्ट जाता इंडस्ट्रीच्या दुसरे एमसींक इफेक्ट जाता सो असलो मनीस मेळपाक industry is very difficult. If you look at him, you will say he's not a man of 80s and 90s. He's a man of the contemporary. So he's an inspiration, the way he carries himself. I would like to tell him that continue doing what you're doing. Remain the way you are because you have set the inspiration level next for all of us. So there you are. RAMIRO, cheers.
RAMIRO, as we were talking about that you started quite early in there, like somebody could have not imagined. I guess looking back at those many years, the role of an MC was not as glamorous as it is now. Now the perks were not as good as like they would. I mean, like then. So in spite of that, you still jumped into it.
Yeah. The thing is, as I said earlier, I was inspired by so many greats of those days. There was Robert Alvarez, there was Harry Furtado, and I used to go out whenever there were dances and all. Of course, we could not get inside; we were too young to get into dances. But then from outside, I would love to listen to the music and more importantly, the MCs. The compares of those times, and always inspired by the way they handle the authority they have, and I always imagine that I could be there and it would be really great, like to be on stage there. So that is how I got inspired. Yeah.
Like people have witnessed you, I have watched you. There's so much of innovation actually that you have in your in your speech, the way you organize. At the time when you started, actually there was no Google. So how did you do all that?
Yeah, of course. Today there's something you can refer to, but those days the only way you could do is read anything that you can lay your hands on, because knowledge was vital. The more knowledge you gain, you get a grip on your language and stuff like that. And then it's all about reinventing yourself. Be creative, be innovative, and think differently. Keep on thinking how I'm going to entertain somebody. How can I be different? Because 40 years is a long time. You have to keep innovating yourself to stay relevant. Because evolving is the ultimate thing. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. Evolving is the ultimate thing. Yeah.
I remember that once we had a chat, you told me that like after your college, you got into a job, you left that, you started your construction company, and then you became an hotelier, you have your own resort to take care of. In spite of that, like after being so successful and being so rewarded in your other career, you still continued to be an MC.
Actually, MCing is one thing you can, it helps you to de-stress your mind. You at the end of a hard day's work, you go in the evening, and MCing is fun work. It's fun if you enjoy it from the start to the end. So once you enjoy yourself, it's very easy. It's very easy. Now today, more people know me as an MC than as a businessman.
Correct. Very true. Very true.
It is. Let it go on as long as you have to walk as long as you can and run as long as you can. But the day you give up is the day you start growing old.
Perfectionist, dedicated, selfless, honest, happy man. Love you the way you are. Keep shining.
So if I had to talk about Papa, I would have to say that he's a very multi-talented, hard-working, smart, very athletic and outgoing personality. He loves playing sports, all different kinds of sports, and he's very meticulous and conscientious towards his work and shows a great amount of dedication towards anything he does. And I feel that he's a very great role model for me, and I'm very grateful to have him as my dad.
If I had to speak about my dad as an entertainer, I'd say that he's very fun, outgoing, extroverted. But the thing that has made him last in this industry for 40 plus years has been his discipline. He's very organized when it comes to his work, and I think that's a very good quality to have, and I'm proud to have him as my dad.
Hey, love you. Cheers.
Ramiro, 25 वर्सां मागीर ह्या प्रोफेशनान तुवें बरें पळयलां, लायक 1980s सान आतां 2020s पासून जायते जाणांनी पळोवंक ना. सो तुज्या दोळ्यांतल्यान आमच्यांनी 1980s पळोवंक जाता.
ऑफकोर्स पळय, जायत्यो चेंजीस जाल्यो इन द लास्ट 40 years 1980s आनी ताचे पयलें काजारां कशीं जाय. लोक आपल्या आंगणान करी काजारां, गांवचो लोक एकठांय जावी, आपल्याचें तुट्ट्यांचें डेकोरेशन करी, सकयल पान्नां घालप आनी ती धाकटीशी स्टेज घालप आनी काजार कितें उमेदीन सगलो गांवचो लोक एकठांय. मागीर ओर म्हूण येतालो, व्हंकलेचो लोक येयलो, सगलो लोक 100% एटेंडन्स काजार जावचे पयलींच 100% सगलो लोक येतालो. आनीक काजार स्टार्ट जालें ती काजारां कितलीं 7 कोमेसप सकाळीं 4 5 टायम ना 10 वरां 11 वरांचें काजार आनी एमसीचो रोल कितें एमसी वॉज लायक अ मॅनेजर a judge and a referee combined. MC had to MC चे काम आसले till the last person, every single person सगळे सर्व जाल्यात की ना आनी कोणूय जायना जायत MC was accused of not doing his job properly. एकटो मनीस उरलो जाल्यार दुसरें कितें काजाराक येयलें चेडवान वचून रावंक जायना नाचोंक रिफ्यूज करूंक जायना कोणाकूच वचोंकूच जाय आनी ते चेडूं तर नाचोंक सोदिना कंप्लेन घेवंक एमसी कडेन एमसी हॅड टू रिजॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम दावराचे काजार आनी लोक कितें रे पुलाव रासना आनीक स्नॅक्स खावन 10 वरां ती उमेद पळय आहली न्ही दॅट पॅशन इज मिसींग टुडे आतां पळय उडे सोरांचे काजार रावतात लोकांक कितलो दीस स्पेस डेकोरेशन व्हडलें बेस्ट द बँड इज द बेस्ट एमसी इज द बेस्ट सगळें बेस्ट आसता रावतात 8 येतात 9 येतात लोक ना काजार स्टार्ट जाता हाफ द पीपल कम आफ्टर द वेडिंग इज स्टार्टेड या आनी मागीर तूं पळोवंक गेल्यार लास्ट सेट घातल्यार कोण ना 4-5 जाण आसात देर इज अटेंडन्स ओन्ली बिटवीन फॉर 1 hour से 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock 700 लोक आसता मागीर काजार काबार करूंक 5 जाण इट इज सो पेनफूल फॉर द बँड एंड द एमसीज बट what is missing today is the passion of the 80s and 90s and I saw that passion 80s आहले 90s आहले 2005 पासून and then it started declining.
तू सांगता ते भाशेन if I go back to 80s 90s there was charm, right?
There was charm. See, the food was just
Aros
आनी सोरपाटेल केन्नाय बऱ्या काजाराक स्टू मेवतालो आनीक ते रासना आनी ती भुरगीं रासना पिवंक हे कोदेलो सण ते कोदेले ते कोदेलो सो ते कोदेलो जाम मारताली बट इट वॉज फन या एवरीबडी पार्टिसिपेटिंग द मोमेंट म्युजीक स्टार्टेड एंड इमॅजिन those type of musicians most of them were blowing guys playing for 10 hours and it's just minus 2-3 hours for serving 7 hours is hats off to those guys.
तुझ्या दोळ्यांतल्यान आमी जायतो संवसार चोयलो लायक काजराचो संवसार म्हणटात तो पयलो अराउंड 41 years you took us back actually as I would like to tell our viewers he is the longest serving MC on the Goan entertainment industry actually. Other than that, like being a successful builder and an entrepreneur, Ramiro has been always a vivid sportsman also. He took his club, Varka Sports Club, to the first division, got them qualified. If you see his dribbling skills, they are mind-blowing. Messi, Ronaldo, I don't think so. Okay, let's go a little ahead, Ramiro. There are a lot of people who take inspiration from you.
Yeah.
There are a lot of them.
Very nice to know that.
There are a lot of them who find you charming.
Oh.
There are a lot of them who are jealous. People like me, when they look at you and find you as young as you are, what is your mantra?
See, actually there's no mantra. People think that, oh, this guy is fit. There's nothing like that. When you keep your mind fit, the body is fit. So you have to nurture happy thoughts. It's all in the mind. Keep in your mind, keep happy thoughts, think positive. Whenever there's an event, you see what you have gained rather than what you have lost in it. Because not every event will give you gains and not every event will give you losses. But then you should discount the losses and look at what you have gained from it. Otherwise, life is not worth it. And if you keep your mind healthy, then your entire self is healthy.
That's a take for our viewers and that, like be positive, keep your mind happy and healthy. अजरूच अनेक प्रश्न विचारून दिसता रामिरो इतली वर्सां केली एक खंयचो मुवमेंट असो जो तुका ह्या करियरान मेवलो एमसीच्या which you remember could be funny or could be little awkward if you can.
I had a lot of funny moments, also a lot of awkward moments also. I remember the younger days, the beach shows used to be very funny, very awkward. There used to be fights. There used to be a big gang of guys coming with only their underwears and enjoying. Yeah, I've seen that. Okay. And I've seen at a wedding, hardly the couple entered, and in 5 minutes the groom fell down. He was shifted to the hospital. The entire reception we had without the groom. There was another incident where soon after the wedding got over, this was in the north, the two parties, the groom's side and the bride's side, they started fighting with blows, throwing chairs, and mind you, those days not plastic chairs.
Absolutely.
They were metal chairs and
metal.
running after each other with forks, yeah. It was a funny thing. Luckily, I got my money. I ran away. I never remained at that place. And there was another wedding, I still remember very clearly in 2012. It was a big grand wedding with 1,500 crowd, and top band from Goa in attendance, and not a single song could be played the entire reception. There was some fault with the wiring somewhere. I don't know whether it's the hall problem, but they could not trace what the problem was. 3.5 hours went just in locating, but they could not do anything. The time got over, and there was not a single song played at the wedding.
Gosh, that's a memory actually indeed. Okay, before I could conclude, after the show, any hanky-panky?
Not really. You know, I'll tell you, one of the reasons for me, for my longevity in this line is discipline. Whether it's at the show or after the show. I have maintained a certain decorum, certain discipline, and that is the reason I've been here now 4 decades over, entering the 5th decade.
Wow.
Yeah, and I will tell you, at your work, maintain utmost discipline. That is a must. And as we come to an end of this walk and talk show, I'm grateful that you made me part of this, and I'm honored to be part of this show, to be on a show. Thank you very much, Sucoro, for having me, and thank you, Joywin and his team. You all are doing a fantastic job. And I always think, sometimes I think of Joywin and says, when I look at the Facebook, he's got so many projects on hand, all at the same time, and I'm just wondering what kind of wiring this man has got in his brain to, you know, to do each one separately but all at the same time. Hats off to him, and my sincere congratulations to Joywin and his team, and to you in all of your projects that you do, and may God bless you in a big way.
Ramiro, ही धाकटीशी बॅट जॉयविना कडल्यान तुका चड दिनवाशी तुका तुजो भोव मोलादीक वेळ आनीक तूं आमच्या वॉक द टॉकान शोआन येयलो देखून जायती देवाची देणगी तुजेर आसूं. Well friends, this is Ramiro, the legend of Goa. We are still looking for more from him. We wish him a beautiful journey ahead. May God bless him, and may God bless all of us. Thank you so very much. We'll be back with another episode. Till then, stay with us. Walk and talk.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. Very big and heavy, loaded. Thank you very much. One of the reasons for me, for my longevity in this line is discipline. You have to walk as long as you can and run as long as you can, but the day you give up is the day you start growing old.